Break. Intro. Do I do the intro? That's yours.
We are here from the John Kling Gymnasium for coverage of the Haddon Township Hawks and the Audubon Green Wave for 6th grade boys basketball here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. I am your lead commentator today. Dan Wilkins, our producer, is Donna Wilkins this afternoon. This is our second of 3 games that we're covering here on DWB. Our third will be Audubon Gold versus Audubon Green in kind of a inter-squad sort of game. All these guys will be playing against each other around 2:40, but we are just a couple minutes behind schedule here for this middle game that we've got here between these bookends. And looks like they'll talk this one over, and Haddon Township's going to get ready to go for more youth basketball here on DWB. Head coach for Audubon is Americo DeCorte. And of course his son, Americo DeCorte, which is a very nice name, Americo, a little bit patriotic. Green Wave will break from their huddle here. So they'll get ready to tip this one away. 32 minutes more of South Jersey boys basketball coming up here. Your starting 5 for the Wave will be Americo DeCorte, number 6, Max Garvin, the center, number 9, the small forward, Wyeth Beer, number 23, that being Gabe Henderson, the power forward, and then number 5, Maddie Gleason, the point guard. Standing under the tip here, number 1, Ben Bernardo. Along with that, number 23, Dylan Turcott. Number 3 would be Anthony Watkins. Looks like as well, number 13, Drew Mervine. And number 23. No, excuse me, we already had that. But that's a moot point now. It's number 5, Jake Callahan has that one. We are underway for game number 2 of 3 in this triple header this afternoon. Audubon's going to keep the ball in on that first possession. Audubon hangs onto it. Nice pass from DeCorte up the middle, but Haddon Township intercepts it. Drew Mervine rolls it out beyond the arc to Callahan, and that's going to be a foul called. It'll be a blocking foul here. Jake Callahan will have possession here for the Hawks as he'll pass this right up to Watkins. First foul shots of the afternoon will go to Anthony Watkins as he'll go to the line for 2 here on that shooting foul. First one does not go. And that one misses. DeCorte with the board. Audubon rolls it up the floor with Maddie Gleason, the point guard. This team is mostly made up of 5th graders, as Haddon Township is all is mostly sixth graders. So Audubon's going to be playing up this afternoon. As took a couple of seconds, but the jump ball is called. Even after this first game, we couldn't escape the jump balls. Looks like they're going to do a do-over on the inbound. Don't forget, if you're watching this and you know any family or friends that would like to tune in if they can't make it, make sure you tell them to tune in to Dan Wilkins Broadcasting on YouTube, or send them this link. Any spreading of our videos and our live streams will be greatly appreciated as we look to get these kids on the air tonight here in this basketball showcase. Gleason running it up the middle, and pass it out to DeCorte. Back to Gleason. Some nice handles left to right. Gleason makes a move to the outside with the power forward Gabe Henderson. Henderson from the baseline didn't get anything, and who had the last touch there? It will be, looks like Audubon. No, it'll be Haddon Township who gets possession. Mervine over the middle. Finds Callahan. Mervine back out, and Haddon Township had the last touch on that one, so DeCorte will be able to inbound this one. DeCorte brings it in to Gleason again, running that very traditional point guard style of play as DeCorte banks it off the front. Still no scoring. 2 minutes elapsed here in the first. That one is an airmail, and looks like it'll be Audubon ball. I don't think anybody else touched it. And indeed, they did not. Still no score here early in the first quarter, but, you know, again, that traditional point guard style of play has kind of gone by the wayside, especially in the professional levels the last couple of years, even maybe the last decade. Here comes a bullet pass over the middle, and it ends up falling flat, so that'll be a turnover, Audubon ball. Turnover Palooza here in the first couple of minutes. Audubon regains possession. Nice pass over the middle on the bounce. Callahan's got it. Looks like he's also, you know, really helping that backcourt as Mervine with an open look from three. No good. Gleason picks up the board here. He'll rush it down the floor, and it's picked up by Watkins. Mervine has it again, and kind of blindsided from the back. That will be a foul on Audubon. Who wants the ball? I don't know who. I don't think either team knew who was going to inbound that one. But it will be Callahan. If from what I'm seeing is correct, is that one just misses from Watkins from deep. Gleason picks it up. They're only playing with 6 guys. There's one fellow on the bench, and that looks like it's Srinivara, but that'll be a walk on Audubon. Shot wouldn't have gone anyway, so that one is waved off. Haddon Township's playing with a rather light roster. Only 6 fellas on the active squad, and 5 of them are on the floor. Goes to Mervine. He's 0 for 1 from beyond the arc so far in this first quarter. Callahan has an open look from the paint. It is no good. And a lot of groans from the visiting faithful. goes to Gleason, who even his head coach, Americo DeCorte, had mentioned that he's probably the most seasoned guy on this team, and that's what you have to be as a point guard. Think of like Jason Kidd and Steve Nash. If they're going to cherry pick this one down the floor, no good. Well, we are almost halfway done the first quarter, and we still have no score. And that will mark the halfway mark of the first quarter. Moving pretty smoothly, though, and there's the first basket of the game, and it comes for Audubon from Max Garvin. Timeout will be called by the red and white. And with 3:52 remaining in the first, it is Audubon 2, Haddon Township zilch. We'll be right back after this. .352 remaining in the first quarter, as Haddon Township still looking for their first bucket of the afternoon in our second of 3 games here in youth basketball play, as Mervine passes it beyond the arc to Turcotte, and that will be a walk. Inbounded by Declan Ruoff. Heavy traffic towards the Haddon Township sideline. They force a turnover, and it looks like Haddon Township at the last touch. This will be inbounded by Wyeth Beer. Beer to Garvin. Garvin back to Beer. Beer falls down, and that will be, looks like a jump ball. Ruoff now set to inbound in front of Watkins, and we're going to have a shoe timeout. Ruoff, oh wow, takes a big hit there. It goes out of bounds. Inbounded by Haddon Township for Callahan. Srinivasa is in for the Hawks, their sixth man. Mervine with a nice move to the right, and no good. Henderson sets up a almost apologetic accidental screen, and we'll see where the foul is called here. And it will be on it will be on Audubon. So Saketh Srinivasa will go to the line and shoot here, or no, it'll be Jay Callahan. Misses his first. And don't forget, we do have Audubon green and Audubon gold squaring off against each other as that one goes. For a little bit of an unusual score in any level of basketball, 2-1. Nice move on the dribble. Ruoff a little too high off the glass. And that one gets stuck in the second row. Landed in somebody's book bag down there. Srinivasa passes it in to Callahan. Wonder if there's any relation to Joey Callahan, who's now balling out over at Bishop Eustace. He was a former Audubon player and was from this local area. And Mervine tried to get a hand on it, but it's a rebound by Ruoff, who the only description of him on the roster just says he's a tough kid. And hey, Beer banks it. Garvin wide. Henderson in. 4-1. Henderson drills it from the baseline and makes it a 3-point game, 4-1. In what has been kind of a defensive barn burner so far, where these guys have struggled to get a basket. But again, they're playing, on the same high school level court as here goes Mervine from three. No good. Would have leveled up the game right there, but instead a foul is called. Two more foul shots for Callahan. He was 1 for 2 in his last trip. 4-1 Audubon here. 1:36 to play in the first. First one does not go, just a little wide. He banks it. Gets it home, and it's 4-2. Gleason to Henderson to Beer. Beer short. Back to Ruoff, who forces a bad shot. Gervin to Gleason. Henderson from the top of the key. Good. Nice one. Henderson. Gabe Henderson, the power forward. Makes it 6-2. Audubon jumps out to a 4-point lead. Mervine shoots over the middle to number 1. That one is no good. Shot fell a little short for Ben Bernardo. I haven't seen too much in the box score from him in this first quarter, but now he picks up a board. Now it goes to Watkins, Anthony Watkins. Nice bounce pass in transition, no good. Under 40 seconds to play. Shot is waved off and for a travel. That was dangerously close to the sideline too. Could have gotten him either way. So Audubon will turn over the basketball here. 20 seconds to play with Callahan again running that point guard spot. Mervine at the SG. He's the 2 guard here. Little short. And Henderson misses from 3 to end the first quarter. It's 6-2 Audubon with a 4-point lead in a low-scoring first 25%. We'll be right back after this. Here at the start of the second quarter. Haddon Township gets the first possession of the quarter here, as Mervine has it. Oh, nice crossover here. Back to Mervine, and that one goes out of play. It will be Haddon Township ball. Callahan to Mervine. Watkins runs inside, has a good look, and he's got it. Those are the kind of crossover moves that make a combo guard pretty good. It's that, you know, you get a good pass, but then you do something with that pass. You get yourself some points on the board, and sometimes you got to make some moves and get the work done. Rebound by the point guard, Gleason, in a 6-4 game here, as Haddon Township had the steal with Bernardo, but they were not able to score on that breakaway possession, and I don't know what the call was there. I think I heard double dribble. Callahan, well outside of the arc. Bounce pass to Dylan Turcotte. Turcotte, that one would have counted for 2, but now it'll be out of play. Nice play there by Finn McKinney. Great ball awareness there. It's always good to have awareness of the ball and where the ball's placement is. Because, you know, he's running out to the corner, and, you know, if he touches that ball and it goes out of bounds, guess what? It's Haddon Township ball. So he did a good job of protecting the ball and make sure that nobody else would touch it. And he did that there, too. So great awareness of the balls from Finn McKinney. Mervine in double traffic. That double trouble also transitions to Watkins, who's a little short. Rebound was almost by Connor Preston. Gets it to DeCourte. DeCourte goes to Gleason, and we'll have a reach-in foul here. Kind of stuck an elbow out there. This will be inbounded by DeCourte. Heaves it over the middle to Gleason and over several Haddon Township defenders there. Double dribble. A lot of stoppages, to say the least. It's funny because this is the first time that we've actually ever live streamed any event in the Audubon gym. We've covered a lot of outdoor events like for soccer and field hockey, even football, and so that was actually a great call right there. Haddon Township got the timeout. They had called a travel, but one of the referees stepped in and said, no, the timeout was called before the travel was committed. So that's a good call right there. We'll keep it on the air here. 5:22 remaining in the second quarter. 6-4 in favor of Audubon. Don't forget our next broadcast will be tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. start between the Riverside Rams up in Burlington County versus the Gloucester Lions. So we'll be headed down, I guess that's Kings Highway and 130 over there at Gloucester City High School. Maybe I'll stop at King of Pizza after the game, grab a couple slices. But going to be a good game to close out the month of February. Excuse me, close out the month of January. I'm getting myself a little ahead here. And then we will start the month of February with a Colonial Conference matchup between the Sterling Silver Knights and the Paulsboro Red Raiders on February 1st at 7 p.m. We've got a lot of games coming up in the last week, in the last week of the regular season, which is the first week of February. So we will be having a lot of plans coming up in the next couple of weeks for regular season boys and girls basketball here on DWB, running all the way to February 12th. So stay tuned on our social medias, especially on our Twitter/X page at DW Broadcasting, as we'll be releasing all of the schedules there for anyone who is interested in taking a look at some of our high school broadcasting work. Callahan's got it to start the possession here after the timeout. Mervine. Gleason, and a foul. No, that's going to be a walk. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the half. Srinazaba coming in here for the Hawks. Here is Beard. Beard passes to Preston. McKinney, high off the glass, no good. Stays in Haddon Township's possession with Turcotte, and the play keeps going on, and I think McKinney had the last touch. It looks like it will be Haddon Township ball in a nice court positioning here with Turcotte. Now goes to Mervine. Straight up, no good. DeCourte back to the point guard, Gleason. McKinney sets a nice screen there. Back to Beer. Beer has some hops and he makes it. That one's good. It is 8-4. I've been waiting to make that joke all day. Mervine. A couple of subs getting ready to come in for the Green Wave. Turcotte had a throw, but it was a little misdirected, and he's going to finally get a timeout called. DeCourte with waiting on one. The Green and Gold take a timeout, and so do we. 3:17 remaining in the half. 8-4 in favor of the home team. We'll be right back. Audubon will get ready to inbound here. DeCourte is going to get subbed out here for the Green Wave. A couple of new fellas in for Audubon, including number 11, Lucas Cam, and number 23, Gabe Henderson, who had that first basket of the game back in the first quarter. Haddon Township's getting a quick explanation here as Cam will inbound. Watkins to defend. Don't forget, folks, we have one more game after this one this afternoon between the Audubon Gold team and the Audubon Green team. Henderson, no good, a little short. Hold on now, that is a walk on Haddon Township. Audubon with a 4-point lead, a lead that they've kept steady basically all afternoon. Everybody's lined up in a single file formation as Henderson spins around from the paint, passes it back out to McKinney. Henderson's going to look for a shot here. I mean, a very untraditional power forward move, but that one does not go. He's got a lot of mobility. He's kind of like a stretch 4 or a stretch 5. Heaved up the middle. That's going to be a 4-step travel. There's a travel, and then there's hopscotch. And unfortunately, we had a playground move right there. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Good awareness there from Henderson. Just kind of smack the ball off of Haddon Township's player so that you keep the possession. I mean, obviously it's a common move, but I don't know if that's something that's widely taught at the 6th grade level. I mean, it could be. I might be completely wrong. I haven't exactly partaken in much youth basketball this year, or in general. That's going to be another walk. But again, we said this during the first game. I appreciate the fact that they're calling it by the book. because if you let those kinds of travels and the double dribble slide, guess what? It's going to be even more harsh, when you're at the upper levels, the upper echelons. If you're playing for the Hawks, if you're playing for Patty McNamara one day, you are going to be called for those travels no matter what. So it's good to have that kind of awareness in your arsenal. Anthony Watkins goes to the line to shoot 2. First one goes 8-5. Eight to 6 after Watkins made both free throws. Ooh, dangerously close to the backcourt, but Gleason hangs onto it. Gleason tried to hang on to that pivot foot. Here goes Henderson. Rolls it back out, and now that'll be a 3-second violation. Looks like it'll be an offensive 3-second. With 89 seconds to play in the first half. We'll take a quick break after that, and then we'll be back for 16 more minutes. Nice move to the right by Mervine. Back to Turcotte. Double traffic, leaves a look for Turcotte, leaves a look back for Watkins. It's intercepted by Gleason. Gleason now brings it out, and looks like that's a foul. Irvine back to Callahan here with under a minute to play in the half. From 3, no good. McKinney gets a move in double traffic. Garvin keeps it in. It's out of bounds. But it looks like Audubon's going to hang on to the possession, shockingly enough. Henderson, wide right. Ball gets punched back out, and that will go out to the scorer's table. Henderson, no good. Garvin, they'll have time for a heave. No. At the end of the first half, still in the single digits. Haddon Township 6, Audubon 8. We'll be right back. Garden State Pet Center is an independently owned full-service pet store. Our specialty is promoting companionship between people and animals by providing the healthiest product choices available, including all-natural foods, supplements that support and relieve health issues, and innovative products for pet parents. Our goal is to provide our customers with a relaxing environment, and while we're not striving to be the biggest store on the East Coast, we're striving to be the best. No other pet store will make you feel at home like we do. At Garden State Pet Center, we view pets as members of the family. We don't believe in fast, high-pressure sales, but instead matching up the right pet with the right owners, as you are making a lifelong commitment. Together with our team members, we would like your visit to our store to be both enjoyable and educational. Simply drop in and take a look around. View the birds, reptiles, small animals, toys, food, cages, and miscellaneous items. Learn of the services we have to offer and decide for yourself if this is the store you'd like to call your home away from home.
Victor Santucci, owner of Garden State Pet Center. Visit us today at 226 South Whitehorse Pike in Audubon, New Jersey. We're open 7 days a week for all of your pets' needs.
Tommy D's Home Design Center has opened a second location on Creek Road in Belmar, operating in Philadelphia for over 25 years and now expanding into South Jersey. Tommy D's is the place to go for kitchen cabinets, countertops, and cabinet accessories, heavily discounted compared to big box retailers. Stop in, take a seat, and watch as our experienced kitchen designer makes the kitchen of your dreams right in front of you. Tommy D's is the best in the business for quality kitchen countertops and cabinets that fit all budgets. Call us today at 856-210-9504 or visit the new location in person on the corner of Creek Road and Harding Avenue in Belmar next to the 42 on-ramp. At the start of the second half, it is 8-6. Both teams still in single digits, but Audubon with the early edge. In our second of 3 games. DeCourte brings it into Gleason. Henderson. Walk. Got a timeout for an untied shoe. I've never seen them stop the game for that. Usually they just let the play run out and then they stop the clock. Huh. Irvine gets it into Callahan. Into the corner for Turcotte. He's in double trouble. Callahan also given the double treatment. Mervine again, they're running more of a 3-2 offense here. Callahan, I mean, they're playing real good on-ball defense. And Watkins ties the game with a layup to make it 8-8. Ball gets scrambled around a little bit. DeCourte on the layup. His hand was kind of forced, and a couple of hops, and that will be a walk as DeCourte fell down. Irvine to Callahan, who again, given the double, needs to find an outlet to Watkins. From the baseline, Callahan's going to go for 3, a little wide. Turcotte now has this one. And it's intercepted by DeCourte. Back to Gleason. Henderson's got it. Henderson, the power forward, rolls over. Beard with a perfect pass, but not the shot you wanted there. Shot just came up a little short. Blocked. That will go into the box score as a block. Watkins. That one rolls out, a bad pass. Beard trying to keep it in. Against all odds, they somehow do, and Watkins picks up the board. Callahan stops on a dime. And it goes to Gleason. Gleason turns around. You know, it's kind of like a mirrored product here. Anything that they do, they're also going to follow that. Callahan's got it. Mervine now back out to Turcotte in the corner. Back to Mervine. He's 0 for 2 from deep tonight. Callahan rolls it out. Watkins takes kind of a gather step there. Now it goes back out. Mervine's going to go from 3. Gone! Gives some life to the visitors. It's 11-8. And that's going to be a steal. Going to be back-to-back steals. Gleason passed up the middle to Henderson. Mervine had it, but I think Audubon's going to get the possession back, and they will. It's good awareness right there. They just always trying to make sure you don't have the last touch, and just sometimes that slips away from you. Nice pass in traffic to Gleason, the point guard. Gleason to the Corte, but it's taken away by Watkins. Watkins on the fast break. Got the foul and the one. That will move to a 13-8 game with a chance for a 6-point swing if he makes this free throw. Watkins for the and one. Good. Watkins helps orchestrate a 6-point swing to make it 14-8. In fact, it's been an 8-0 run for this quarter. Audubon still held scoreless as Beer forces a jump. He's got room in the corner, and now that'll be a walk. Again, that's just a situation where your hand is forced and you really don't have any other options. Gleason's going to get subbed out for McKinney here. Callahan back to Mervine. Watkins has a look. Watkins to the baseline. He did it again. Anthony Watkins helping a 9-point swing if he can make it. As Haddon Township has helped orchestrate a big comeback here in this third quarter. Yes. And he just put up his hands like, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Just trust the process. Audubon slipping away here, down by 9. That one's intercepted. Watkins, man, look at him go. He's got a pass over the middle. For the assist, Callahan, no good. Rebound, Green Wave. And it'll go back to McKinney. Whew, what a run. Now, for the first points of the quarter, he's got it. From number 9, number 6, Garvin. Garvin gets it in to give both teams double digits on the afternoon, 17-10. Mervine hangs on to it. No, McKinney's going to hang on to it for the breakaway. Got it. 17-12. A little bit of intensity in this third quarter. How about it? From the floor, on the ground, one-handed, no good. Bit of a rushed shot there. Now Henderson. No. Now to Beer. Well, no, now he's still in the double. There are people falling over each other for the ball to be a jump ball. Who gets possession? It will be Haddon Township possession. Five-point lead for Haddon Township with 2 minutes to play in the third. Again, there's They're stop and play here for an untied shoe. I've never seen that before. Second time they've done that. I'm a little surprised because in any other level of basketball, they would let the play run out and then they would give time for the I don't know, but it kind of interrupts the possession, so that could really swing a team's momentum. So, you know, the way they do it in high school is if your shoe's untied, tuck them in and wait until the play's done. Or you run 5-on-4 for a good 5 seconds. Henderson jacks up a three, no good, wide left. That'll go the other way. Well, the Audubon faithful for the upcoming game, they're already showing their unwavering support. Callahan in the double. Again, they're running this 3-2 offense where, you know, whoever has the ball is going to have two guys on them at any point. But right now for Haddon Township, seems like that strategy isn't really working. And a walk. Take a walk, the man said. Now under a minute left to play in the third. Look at this. The section for the game not coming is going berserk. Heaves it up the middle of the Beer. Beer to Garvin. No, a little long. And Township on the board, 30 seconds now. Henderson gets the steal. What's he got in the tank? Shots waved off for a walk. And we literally have 3 players for Haddon Township down, tying their shoe. And the, oh my God. All right, so we have 1 player back. Who's going to be the last one to tie his shoe? There we go. He got it. It's like it's an Olympic sport. 4 people tying their shoe at the same time, trying to get it done in fastest way. A little deduction if you do double knot. Callahan now with 10 seconds left. Audubon trying to keep the deficit where it is and trying to turn the ball over. Watkins. No. At the end of the third quarter, 17-12 in favor of Haddon Township. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter is underway. 17-12. No good. Audubon almost had a shot there, didn't get it. Haddon Township's going to drive it the other way with Ben Bernardo. Nice crossover by Callahan. Gets the pass back out from beyond the arc. Watkins forces a fella down, and that'll be a foul. Looks like he was fouled on his way up. Watkins will go to the line for 2. First one doesn't go. Second one goes. 18-12. Haddon Township, and Watkins makes 1 of 2. That'll be a walk for Connor Preston, and they'll turn that ball over. A lot of trouble with walks tonight. There's been a lot of them called on both sides, and that's partially why this game has been kept so low scoring, because they've had to reset the ball every 20 or 30 seconds, if not less. These guys just really have to be disciplined on making sure that they don't take that third step, because guess what? Some might not call it, but I know this crew will absolutely call it. And this is a different set of referees than we had in the first game. 3, no good.
Yeah, I'm loving seeing a lady referee too. We don't see that all the time.
Here with the rebound. Short to Turcotte. Callahan to Mervine. Tough shot. That almost went in. Yep. Well, if there's going to be any walks, that's going to be one that's going to be called the most. Couple of subs coming in for the Green Wave. Pass to the Corte, the shooting guard, no. Another one. Jump ball. Oh. Bit of a shocker there as it now goes back to Corte. Matty Gleason, look out. Oh, here we go. Watkins up the middle. Yes. Well, if there's going to be anybody for player of the game, it's going to be Anthony Watkins. I mean, he helped swing that momentum so well for Haddon Township. They were down most of the first half, and then he stepped up big time in the third and fourth quarters. And now, hold on here. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. Callahan. Turcotte, 3, wide. Audubon's got about 4.5 minutes to score 8 points. I mean, it's not impossible. Haddon Township did it. But can they remedy that same swing now to Henderson? It might take a couple of three-pointers to do it. Walk. Yeah, that 20-12. But definitely Audubon's going to need to push the pace offensively, and they're going to have to force a couple TOs on the defensive side of the ball. Good. It makes it an even 10-point game as Bernardo brings it home. That's going to be an inbound violation, but they let it play anyway. Usually on those inbound violations, they do turn it over, but they're going to call a timeout now. 3:44 remaining in the fourth. Haddon Township leads by 10. We'll be right back. All right, come back. That'll go back to the Green Wave. Well wide. Gleason's going to try it. No. Oh, high shot. Goes back to Beer. Beer to Gleason. DeCorte from the top of the key, no good. Audubon's getting every offensive board in the book, but they're just not doing anything with it. Back to Watkins, 2 minutes to play. Good. Watkins again. He has got everything in him right now. Watkins has been hitting it from short, deep, from the foul line. He had 2 and 1s, and he made both of them. Henderson, walk. .90 seconds to play, 24-12. Here's Gleason. Rolls it over to Henderson. Henderson one-hander. That is going to be a foul, and I don't think we had a single foul shot all quarter. And he finally is going to get some at the line. And even if this game is a little bit of a moot point at this point in time, with 1:12 to play and a 12-point game, crazy swings have happened, but Henderson is going to try to alleviate it and at least make the deficit single digits at the end of the day. We'll have one more game after this, with Audubon Gold and Audubon Green squaring off. That one is good. He had to earn that free throw right there. He had to earn that one. No good, but Audubon gets the rebound. They've got a chance for a three-point play. Gleason, jump ball. Looks like Haddon Township's going to hang on to it, so a good fight there. But Mervine will take the possession with 1:07 to play. Three. Oh, Mervine! He's got himself a good shot, and that's going to make it a 14-point game, as now Callahan and Mervine is going to go back for it again. He'll slow it down. He'll set back the pace a little bit. Watkins back to Mervine. Back to Callahan. I mean, you can kind of dribble it out at this point with the state of the game, 14-point lead, but for a lot of these youth games that we've seen, they really just want to play until the last second. Mervine will dribble it out, and oh boy, even we can't have a one and done ending to this one. With 2 seconds left, that ball goes out of bounds. He'll get it to Mervine, and that's the game. So Matt Mervine with a good three-pointer at the end, but it is a 14-point lead at the end as Haddon Township takes this one 27-13. We'll be back for one more game between the Audubon Gold and the Audubon Green teams at the 4th grade level. We'll be right back. Again, if you're watching the third game, make sure you click on the new live stream link when it comes up in a couple of minutes. We will be back. Have a good one, folks.